All right, so the 2019 ordinary level club accounts questions. That's question 7 in 2019. All right, just one thing to watch out for these club account questions is just the way they're structured. So we're used to questions having all the requirements here at the end in accounting. With the club accounts one, they tend to split it up and give you this little bit of information, then say you're required to do an accumulated fund, bit more information, and then prepare a bar trading account, income and expenditure account, balance sheet. Just a little kind of theory question. All right. So the first requirement is up here. Okay, kind of during the question, if you like, rather than at the end of it. Okay, it's here because it's all this information we use for part A. All right, and then this information here will be used for the rest of it. So the part A is to prepare a statement showing the club's accumulated fund at the 1st of January 18. So this is 2018. So we're going to be doing everything else for the year ended 31 December 18. This is the accumulated fund on the 1st of January 2018. The accumulated fund for a club is like the capital for a sole trader or for a company in the final accounts. Okay, so we're going to prepare the accumulated fund here, and then it's going to go in at the bottom of the balance sheet. Okay, so it's like we're preparing the capital number to go into the balance sheet. All right, the calculation of it is quite simple. Okay, it's everything here on the 1st of January, which is an asset, added together, take away anything here, which is a liability. Okay, so going through it, the clubhouse is a fixed asset, is an asset. Equipment is an asset. Investments, an asset. Land, an asset. Bar stock, so that's an asset. Okay. Members subscriptions prepaid. So subscriptions prepaid. So the subscriptions are like the income for the club. It's the membership fees that members pay. So if subscriptions are prepaid, that means they're 2018 subscriptions which were paid for last year. So people are going to get the use of the club this year for money they paid last year. So that's a liability for us. Okay, so people are going to use the services of the club this year, but we're not going to get any more money for it this year. They've already prepaid them. So that would be a liability. So subscriptions prepaid is a liability. Bar creditors, so creditors is always a liability, and then cash in hand, that's going to be an asset. Okay, so most of them are assets except the subscriptions prepaid and the bar creditors. All right, so for the accumulated fund, just 2 columns is enough, and then just put your heading in. So accumulated fund on 1st of January 18. So you're going to have assets, which we said are clubhouse, equipment, investments. Uh, 6, 20, 32, and 60. We've got land 240 and bar stock. So land 240,000. So bar stock, like opening stock. So stock could be an asset, so 7,100. Subscriptions prepaid and creditors are gone down in liabilities, but cash in hand. So cash 3,200. All right, so there's your 6 assets. Add those 6 numbers up on your calculator and you're going to get 962,300. So list the individual ones here, add them up, and just put your answer in the second column. We've got liabilities then as well. And there are your subscriptions prepaid. So that's, I would say, the tricky one here. That might kind of trip you up thinking about it. So subscriptions prepaid are a liability, and bar creditors. Creditors is always going to be a liability. So subscriptions prepaid, 3,000. So subscriptions prepaid 1,800, and creditors 3,600. So add those together, they're 5,400. They're going to be subtracted from your assets. So all your assets, take away your liabilities, 956,900, and that's your accumulated fund first 18. Okay, so it's just taking everything here, all the assets and liabilities that tell us we have 1st of January 18, adding all the assets together, subtracting away the liabilities, and that's your accumulated fund done.